Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Business Tip Tuesday. My name is Keon Smith, and I'm a certified business coach with Action Coach Guyana. Now, for today's tip, I want to start from the foundation when it comes to waking up in the morning with that brilliant business idea. Many times, when it comes to forming the business, we first start from the idea stage. From the idea stage, we then move on to testing it. And after testing the idea, maybe with family or friends, or testing it on a small scale, we can then think about scaling up that business idea to, be the next Google, or to be the next Bill Gates. Now, at the idea stage, this is where we need to take some time to make sure that our business can actually function as we think it can. And when it comes to testing the idea, I want to share with you a tip to make sure that your idea is as fantastic as you think it is in your mind. And to really test your idea or your business strategy you want to get into, it must pass what we call the VRIN test. That's VRIN. The V stands for valuable. You want to make sure that the idea, the product, or the service that you're going to be bringing to the market, that people will actually be willing to pay for it. And by people, I don't mean your brother, your sister, your mother, your father. We're looking at actual customers who will be willing to part from their hard-earned cash to actually acquire your product or your service. Then there's the R. The R stands for rare. You want to make sure that the product or service you're bringing to the market, you're not going to be another commodity, which means that there are hundreds or sometimes even thousands of this type of business model or product in the market. You want to make sure that you're just in a handful of persons who are actually providing the service or the product in which you want to bring to the market. In that way, you're going to make sure that people are actually going to come for it because it is rare and it's not a commodity, which means it's available everywhere and anywhere. Then we have the I. It must be inimitable. And that simply means it must not be easily copied. And that is one of the areas that we want to remove from when it comes to doing business in Guyana. We all, or in some cases, we suffer from what we call the copycat syndrome, where because we see our neighbor open an internet cafe, we decided we can go and open an internet cafe or a car wash or a business of similar nature. What it actually does is that it just cuts into the market share because you're operating within the same area, and in effect you're just gonna get into a price war and eventually price yourselves out of the market. So you want to make sure that the product or service is not easily copied. And then finally, for the VRIN test, you want to look for a product or service that is not easily substitutable. So the N stands for non-substitutable. So you have to think about, can your product or service be easily substituted with another product? Might be of either similar, better, or in some cases, not as good a quality as yours. So in looking at your business idea, whether it be a product or a service, please take it through the VRIN test. When you pass the V and the R, which means it's valuable and it's rare, it means that you have a competitive advantage for your business. When your product or service pass the VRIN test, it means you now have a sustainable competitive advantage for your business. And this is where, ladies and gentlemen, you can have a business that can be easily scalable and can grow beyond your imagination. So thank you for tuning in today for Business Tips Tuesday. This is Coach Keon Smith from Action Coach Guyana saying goodbye for now.